So part of what Greta alluded to was all the connections we have with our users, our community. And that really is through the customer service we provide. We all know what customer service is. It's communicating effectively with those people we service, and by doing so, establishing relationships with them. That doesn't mean we're their buddies necessarily, but we have a relationship. They know what they can expect from us. We know what we can provide to them. There is an established relationship. And we do provide and we deliver the services they want and what they expect from a public library. How can we make it better, though? And this was part of the focus of our planning session we had yesterday with the Public Services Department. Many of you remember Kari Jagodzinski, who worked with us on some marketing issues. She did some observations for us, too, in the library about her customer service interactions, and they were all very positive. In some cases, they were exceptionally positive. So she related to those. But we do that with the public. Do we always treat each other, our own coworkers, as the customers and maintain that level of customer service with each other that we do with the customers? So that will be one of our challenges. The other thing is, and Greta's slide and the last video really alluded to this as well, we're awfully good at meeting them in our space where we are, where we're used to providing those services and where we're accustomed to providing those services. But a huge number of people don't actually come to the library. And as it continues, I've been thinking about those 75% of teenagers who have cell phones. How can we extend our customer service to them? Maybe it's going to involve text messaging or other information to their cell phones, meeting them in their own space, wherever they are, whenever they want to get the information, rather than having them come to us. And additionally, how do we continue to identify the different and evolving services they want and need? We've done a great deal of work with the social networking. You know, as Greta mentioned, it's been 4 years since we started talking and evolving those into our day-to-day processes, and we know that people are using them. What's next out there? What are they using, and what do we need to continue to evolve to so that we continue to provide and stay relevant with the services they need? Customer service, and again, I think Kari alluded to this a little bit yesterday, it's not something you just get and you say, oh, I know how to provide customer service. It, like anything, is an ongoing, evolving, learning process, developing our own skills and supporting each other as we all learn new skills. So it is identifying the ways to communicate and interact with our patrons so we do remain relevant in their lives. Let's face it, we've got Google, we've got YouTube, we've got any number of blogs, wikis. They have information sources apart and beyond what we offer. We want them to come to us because we're good information professionals. But how do we maintain that relevancy so that they do come to us? Developing those relationships with new patrons. We know the ones who come into the library day to day. We interact with them. But what about the people who never set foot in the library? Who just Google online and go to our website, who might lurk in some of our information, use our databases, but we never see them face to face. And their friends and peers who also don't use the library, and we need to find and interact with them. And then again, maintaining and establishing those relationships with our coworkers as internal customers one to another, and how we maintain and support each other in customer service in those ways. We do have a strategic planning work group. Right now we've been working with the Safety and Security work group, which is just going to be wrapping up. We've also got a work group working on the ILS system, which is going to be ongoing for a period of time. But in the next couple of months, once the Safety and Security group is wrapped up, we will be convening the work group on customer service. And they're going to be talking about and identifying some of these issues that I just mentioned. You know, how we continue that enhancement, building on some of the things that Kari presented yesterday, how we build the enhancement of customer relations, how we measure our own development. Do we know we're improving? How do we know we're improving? What areas do we need to improve in? What areas are we exceptional in? And then how do we continue to evolve those virtual services to interact with the patrons where they are? That is our world in the future. And now, okay, I'm pokey at this. And we will have Jason come up and share his information.